If you're thinking about doing 75 hard, stop and watch this first, because what you don't know could make or break your success. As a 3-time 75 hard challenger, 2 of which were unsuccessful, I think I know a thing or two about success in this challenge, okay? In the next few minutes, I'll be using my personal footage, my own stories, to break down exactly what you need to know to survive 75 hard before you start, while you're in it, and after you finish. Let's get into the exact things I wish someone would have told me before starting 75 hard. Alright, so let's get into what you need to know before you start in the preparation phase. Now, I'm gonna say this with love. It might sound a little harsh. It's because I love you. 75 hard is not a weight loss challenge. It's a mental toughness program. The sooner you know that, the better you will perform, I promise you. Now, making this challenge manageable is difficult because it's not a manageable challenge. It's not. So time management is key. The first thing I'm going to tell you to do is go ahead and prepare your schedule for the time you're about to commit to this challenge. If you are not a girl or guy who usually works out for an hour and a half every day, we're going to need to pencil that in. And also remember, this challenge is straight through consistent. You don't get weekends off. Your schedule is Sunday to Sunday. Keep that in mind. A cheat code I'm about to give y'all is go ahead and pair those workouts together. Yeah, do it all at once. I would wake up at 6 a.m., walk to the gym for my outdoor element, and lift when I got to the gym. I would walk back. So that was more than 2 workouts, but yeah. Now it's wintertime. I know it's cold. I did this in the winter twice. But I just say get your workouts done in the morning. Just get them over with in the morning. You don't have to think about it for the next day. The next day, you don't have to think about it for the rest of the day, okay? Just do it in the morning. And a note about the weather. If it's snowing, you still gotta be out there. If it's raining, you gotta be out there. If the wind is just blowing your muffin cap back blue, you gotta be outside. Keep that in mind in the gear that you get. I would say if you're able to afford it or budget for it, socks, sweatshirts, running vests, running bombers, anything that you need for the weather, you want to be prepared. So go ahead and look at that. Workout clothes. Have those workout clothes ready. You don't have to spend $500 million, because I know workout clothes are expensive, but get like one cute set to get you started, to get excited. Me personally, as a girly pop, if I look cute, I'm gonna go ahead and do what I need to do. I'm way more productive when I feel cute. Workout clothes and gear becomes your favorite incentive. I'm telling y'all, trust me on this. Trust me on this. Cheat meals. Go ahead and prepare yourself, because you won't be able to have them. And that does not mean to binge all your favorite cheat meals before you start. It don't work. I've tried it. I'm telling you, I've tried it. That means do not buy them. If I see some Oreos looking at me in the cabinet and I know I can't have them, it just makes me even more upset. That means alter your grocery list. I would say up to 2 weeks before you start 75 hard, so that you're already in the groove, okay? I'm not gonna hold y'all. If y'all are a sweets girl or guy, this challenge is gonna be difficult, but get a diet that can support your goals so that you can still have your sweet tooth, but a healthy sweet tooth. Let's say your diet is no high processed sugars. You only wanna get sugars from natural whole foods. Your sweet treat could be dates, peaches, yogurt. The list is endless. So go ahead and get on Pinterest and start building that list, okay? Plan your grocery list, be consistent. That's also gonna lead me to the next thing, your meals. Y'all, I wish that I meal prepped more, because if I already know that I have to stay to this diet, I need to make it as easy as possible on myself. Meal prep. If you're not in the habit of meal prepping, go ahead and start. Sundays are the best day. Basically, what I'm telling y'all is to set up your environment for success. One of the books that I read during this challenge is Atomic Habits. I highly recommend to read it while you're doing this challenge. But he talks about getting your environment prepared for your success. Just like with the cheat meals and the candy and the cookies and the cake, don't have them. You're not buying it. I'm telling you right now. Don't do it. Don't do it to yourself. Preparation phase, in my opinion, is the most important phase. So go ahead and get all of these things ready for your mind to take, because you can do this. Let's get into surviving and your momentum while you're in your 75 hard journey. I'm gonna tell you right now, you will not always feel motivated, and that's the point of the challenge. I'm about to set myself out with a lot of these videos and clips. Will I regret this later? Probably. Key strategies I wish I would have known before starting is number 1, do not use food as an incentive. I mentioned this just a minute ago. I used to be a person who would reward myself like a dog with a treat. If I had a rough day, ice cream. If I had a good day, brownie. As best as you can, try and talk yourself out of the habit of using food as an incentive. Number 2, a key strategy I used is stacking my habits. Basically, this is when you stack one of your habits that you have to get done on top of the other. For example, if you need to go to the gym and you have to walk on the treadmill and get your 45-minute workout done, but you also forgot to read your 10 pages of your book, do it together. Stack those 2 habits together. It saves time, and it also makes it feel like a reward of some sort that you're using that's not food. Another example, if there's a show that you watch and you love watching it, make yourself only be allowed to watch that show while you're on the treadmill. You can only enjoy that show while you're getting one of your 75 habit checks done. Yes. I did that for 3 shows, and I will tell y'all that is what made the time go by. I was looking forward to my workout, which I never used to do before, because I knew I wanted to watch that show. And the reason I keep mentioning treadmills is because I walked a lot. I was Mary, I'm walking. We had to do what we had to do. Outdoors, indoors, it got done though. Number 3 would be to learn to celebrate your small wins. You guys, this is a challenge where you have to be perfect. Perfection matters. That is so hard. If you're a person who needs to visualize your success, you feel like, oh, I still have 35 more days to go. Get some sticky notes, put them up on your wall, and take one off every time that you complete a successful day. It sounds foolish. I know some of you have probably seen it on TikTok, but for some of us, we need to visualize and see our success happening before our eyes. It is a long challenge, and sometimes it can be discouraging when you just want to stop. So I suggest, if you are a visual person with visual aids, celebrate your small wins by removing those sticky notes every single time. Let's talk about injuries while you are in this challenge. I have had a few. My hips, my knees, my back, and I still had to work out through them. Now, I had to learn how to go easy on myself and go slow. Do not try and be macho and overtrain on your injuries. If your hip is hurting, maybe take it easy from running, let's say, if that's usually what you do, or lifting, and just go for a brisk walk. We have to learn how to take care of our bodies, and I'm not gonna lie to you, this is not a manageable challenge. You don't want it to do more damage. You wanna come out of this on the other side stronger than before, so make sure you listen to your body. As long as your heart rate is raised for 45 minutes twice a day, it counts. We don't have to be macho. We don't have to be macho man, okay? Forgetting your progress pics. That's part of the challenge, and I've failed almost every time. Listen, set a timer on your reminders on your calendar so that you can take that photo. Also, in the same location, just place the outfit you wear, place it there. I'm telling you guys, if it's already in the location, the outfit that you already have to wear, and you have that reminder set, you'll be fine. Now, while you're in 75 hard, make sure you don't isolate yourself socially. You just need to learn how to manage it. I know a lot of us, we go out to drink with our friends, we hang out with our friends, we go to dinner with our friends. That is how we used to see our friends. It's gonna have to change, because think about it, right? If you're on this challenge and you can't have cheat food, but you go to an Italian restaurant and they don't have anything on that menu that aligns with your diet for 75 hard, it's going to be miserable for you. But that also means you still want to see your friends. I mean, you're going to need support through this. You're going to want to foster your relationship still. You don't want to become a hermit. Or if you do, that's your business. I'm going to share with y'all some things that helped me. Now, I was the go out to dinner and drinks and cocktails with the girls girl, but I can't drink on this challenge, and I can't cheat. And I will be inclined to cheat at dinner with the girls. I started wanting to see my friends, but incorporating workout with it. So I started going on walks with my friends more often, going to the gym with my friends more often. Even though we never used to do that before, it was something about it that made it really cool, because we were adding a new element to our friendship, but I also didn't have to sacrifice my goals for this challenge. Don't put yourself in tempting situations, you guys, because you might think that you can handle it, and maybe you can further down in the challenge. But if this is your first time, or if you failed before, do not even put yourself in that situation. I'm telling you, flee from temptation, flee. It's okay to be the sober friend. It's okay to be the friend who eats dinner before she meets up with her girls. If y'all are going to dinner and it's a birthday dinner and you have to be there, go ahead and eat your meal prep before you get there. Yeah. If anything, maybe you can get a little side salad if you don't want to be weird. If this is a happy hour for your job or for work, which they definitely like to peer pressure you there, especially in corporate settings. I know, y'all. Go ahead and order that club soda and lime. It gets people off your back, okay? They don't ask you, why are you not drinking? Why are you not drinking? It looks like a drink, but you're not sacrificing your goals though, okay? Be prepared to have to say no to people a lot during this challenge. It's okay if they respect your boundaries and they respect you. It'll be fine. You're not depriving yourself, y'all. You're just focused. Let's get into After 75 Hard, because yes, there is still work that needs to be done. I'm sorry. The creator of this challenge went on a podcast and he literally said one of the things he despises the most about people who finish 75 Hard is that you'll go 75 days error-free doing this challenge completely perfect. And then the 76th day, you eat all the candy, cookie, and cake. You don't work out. You don't read. Just because you finish 75 Hard does not mean that you just suddenly abandon all of the discipline and hard work that you just did the past 75 days. Error-free. You don't just throw that down the drain. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all how to be manageable though, because by the 75th day, you are going to be tired of working out, and I do recommend that you take a break from physical activity for at least a week. Give your body at least just a week of recovery and downtime. I'm telling y'all, by the end, you will feel it. It doesn't make you less, it makes you smart. Take some time off, but after that week, I would recommend something super, super low impact if you're feeling like it. Walking, treadmill, shorter workouts, because now we're in the recovery phase and we really do need to recover from the past 75 days. In terms of your cheat meals, my best friend told me that her trainer gave her this trick. If you're gonna cheat and you have a cheat day, you never have a cheat day. You have 1 hour to cheat or one cheat meal. I know that sounds like boo, but trust me, in your longevity and just like the way you feel, that is the best way to go about it. You also don't want to diminish all that progress you just had. Like, we got to think bigger picture. We got to think bigger picture, okay? This also goes for alcohol. Do not be like me and think that you can drink the same amount you did before those 75 days. Newsflash, you cannot. You can. Ease your way back into it. Part of this challenge is learning self-discipline. So of course you're going to want to have all the fun, and you can in moderation. I also recommend, if you don't want to read for a couple days, that's fine. But I'm telling you, through 75 Hard, I got my reading era streak back. I used to be a reader when I was like 7. I used to be a reader, and then life started getting serious after that. But now I love reading, and I truly, truly attribute that to just having to read 10 pages a day. It's nothing. You're gonna want to read more. I have a list that I will link below of like great books to read on this challenge, and I think they're pretty good if you want to take my recommendations. I don't know. After this challenge, I will tell y'all the one thing that I took away the most is that I finally had, this is gonna sound sad, self-esteem. Now, it's not that I wasn't confident or I didn't have self-esteem before, but self-esteem is built from being able to trust yourself. You can trust yourself that you just did that 75 Hard challenge perfectly. That means I know how to say no to things that are not good for me or my body. Not just to say no, but to stay away from them. And if I'm able to move and I have the ability to move my legs, my arms, some people don't have that. That's a blessing. I'm going to use that blessing and use it towards honoring my body and the body that God has given me. Drinking water. You don't realize how dehydrated you are until you go on this challenge. Drinking one of these, not cutting it. I used to think that I couldn't do hard things, and this is why I went on the challenge, because I'm like, I know somewhere in there I'm able, I'm capable. Through Jesus' help and through radical discipline, I now know that I can trust myself to do hard things. That doesn't mean that I don't get nervous still. That doesn't mean that I don't procrastinate still, but I'm able to kind of push through in a way that I wasn't before. Better relationship with food, fitness, time. Can I make this a confession hour really quick? I was always a late friend, and I took pride in that. I was like, listen, I have people who will wait for me. No. Now, I'm able to set realistic time goals. Now I set an alarm for an hour and a half, and guess who takes that entire hour and a half, but is on time? This girl. The person you want to become is on the other side of 75 Hard. It's just time to go meet them. Okay, y'all, those were my very non-aesthetic gems, tips, footage of how to successfully complete 75 hard. If any of you guys are starting 75 hard, go ahead and comment start 75 hard below. I would love to talk to you, encourage you through this journey. If you enjoy this information or any of this information was helpful to you, please smash this like button. Thank you guys for watching. I hope to see you on my next one coming very soon, and I'll see you next time.